Yo, what is going on, guys? Pineapple Sway here, taking you guys the best Harley Quinn build for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League in Season 3, starting off with the Tier 2 Two-Face. Like what I said, you get the 10% burn for every second, and then Dr. Poison's Mario SMG with the Scarecrow Synergy. Two-Face Persuader this time around. We switched that up. We went back to the Persuader. But you can run the Reverse Flash Lightning Strike, or you can run the Mad Hatter 3-Leaf Clover. Really just depends on preference. Then we have the Firefly Grenade, and then obviously the synergy with Two-Face. Now, I will say I have been running the exact same builds each season, but from what I've seen, Catwoman's gear set seems to be pretty good, so I'm going to be making a pure Season 3 build and a Catwoman build and go from there. But obviously, Scarecrow Shield, Ivy gear set, Bane Tier 1 to get the grenades. It's been the same thing because it seems to be the only thing that works. But from what I've been looking on, I can make a pretty overpowered Season 3 build just because of all of the items. And I want to bring you guys Season 3 builds after I bring each individual character build, since I know you guys love the character builds and I have fun making them. And like what I said, earlier on my community post, my goal is to bring you guys uploads every day for the month of October. Will I be able to keep my word on that? Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna probably have to stay ahead of schedule. Like I am making this video on October 4th, but you guys will see it on October 5th. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, like what I said, in my opinion, like the best two characters in the game are probably Joker and Harley, just because just the way they play. They're just both really, really good, in my opinion. Joker is probably the best character in the game, just because the way they created him, the way they made him is just so broken and overpowered. And to me, it seems like Burn is still just kind of the meta. Burn and Ice. While Lawless is electric based, but Catwoman's entire gear set revolves around Deep Wounds and Craze, I think. Although I have yet to test Deep Wounds, once I get Master 5 Catwoman gear, I'll finally take that leap and be able to test Catwoman gear. But from what I've seen and what makes Catwoman gear already stand out, I would say all of the old gear sets were Suicide Strike based, while Catwoman's is traversal attack based, which I think is really, really nice because traversal attacks have kind of been the forgotten thing in this game. And I'm not sure why none of the gear sets or infamous gear sets were planned around traversal attacks. Obviously, it makes sense for Catwoman to be that character. And also, too, I believe that we're going to see reworks from Bane, Scarecrow, and Two-Face with the introduction of the Redux. Obviously, that means Libra gets tossed, but it will be nice. Hopefully they rework Craze, because it seems like they're trying to bring it back. And a lot of the items would suggest that, they want you to run Craze. It's just, in my opinion, Craze isn't that great. On paper, it looks great, and it was great in Season 0 until they basically nerfed Burn to the ground. Because Burn's just kind of always been the best thing. Because, I remember back in Season 0 getting like 70 million ticks on tanks because of the burn damage. And also, too, because the enemy's health wasn't scaled correctly, so that was partially Rocksteady's fault. But 60 million damage a second was just completely overpowered. And, we can't really replicate numbers like that now because it's really now based off tick damage and percentage-based damage. Since the enemy health pool is just so large, we don't really get to showcase builds that revolve around, like actual damage gain. Like, for example, Ivy gear set will knock off 25% flat health. If you pair it up with Dr. Poison and Scarecrow, that 50% turns into a flat 50. If you burn an enemy with the Two-Face Tier 2, they will lose 10% every, 10 seconds or 5 seconds if they're burning. So basically, you don't really have a reason to run anything else because you can just kill enemies so fast with Two-Face, Ivy, Scarecrow, Dr. Poison. It just doesn't really make sense not to run this, in my opinion. Obviously, you can run whatever you want because, this is a looter shooter game, and there's really no competitive advantage or no reason not to run whatever you want because you don't really gain anything. It's just, I just want to give you guys the best build from a content creator perspective, but also too, I'm gonna be trying to limit myself from just making builds that revolve around the Ivy gear set and then actually bring you guys a Season 3 build. Because I know I said I wanted to bring you guys a pure Season 2 build, but that never happened. But, obviously, like, now I have the time and to make these videos. And actually, from what I've read up on and I've seen what the Catwoman gear set can do, it seems to be pretty overpowered. And I think a Catwoman gear set build, obviously not sure how I'd label it, but obviously probably just keep the same title with just a different mastery. And also too, what's really difficult about the season, it's hard to grind mastery levels. I mentioned this in my Lawless build video, so it's going to take a lot of time and dedication to really grind and get up there, but like what I said, I'm willing to do it, and like what I said, I enjoy playing this game and I have fun making these build videos for you guys. But I'm not going to hold on for too long because this video is going to end soon. Obviously this is the showcase for Quinn. Next episode, I will probably do Joker because I have yet to do a Joker build, and I know a ton of people play Joker. I would say the highest picked characters in this game are probably Quinn and Joker, and then I would say probably Freeze, Deadshot, Lawless, Shark, and then Boomerang, or maybe even Shark's probably last, actually, to be honest. So that's probably the order I'm gonna go. I'll go Joker, an updated Lawless build, a Deadshot build, a King Shark or a Boomerang build, and then a King Shark build, and then recycle that to have updated builds as I get up to higher mastery, since that's what you guys like. So yeah, and that will probably be my entire content schedule of October, and I have some other videos planned related to the game to help you guys out and new players that eventually stumble across this game and play it for themselves. So yeah, anyways though, hope you guys enjoy this video. This is Pineapple Sway. Here's one last look at the loadout. I can't talk today. Anyways though, like I said, Pineapple Sway. Please consider liking and subscribing. Peace.